Hey. Inside the body. Inside the body. Yeah. Oh, no, right here. This one. Oh, and yeah. Now get in your arm. Here you go. Inside the body. Inside the body. Over there. Alright. What's the good dog. Move it. Move it. Get it down hard. Move it. Inside the body. Inside the body. Hey, inside the body. Inside the body. Inside the body. Turn around walking. Turn around walking.
Up.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Alright, we're going to work a little backwards today. So we got 3 hours. We're going to start at the top. We're going to go body and then we're going to go neutral. Okay? Alright, so we just plan to work our way backwards. So top. You guys understand what your goal is on top? What is it? Keep them down, right? What's the easiest way to keep them down? Anybody know? Yeah, forward pressure, we're going to get them flat, right? So if I can keep them flat and I can get cross wrist or get to a power position, I can keep them flat. Okay? So we're going to work on 2 places where you're going to finish whatever we do with the breakdown. It's called block all points, where it's going to be a cross wrist. Okay? So that's what I'm going to show you first, and then we're going to work our way completely backwards. Okay? Just so you can see the ending. Okay? So when I go
do you want me to go in there?
Go over there.
Cross wrist. Everybody see that? No matter how. Okay? I'm going to circle on the other side, and I'm going to forward pressure down, and keep my cross wrist until we move to the back. Alright? So that's one. That's easy, right? You'll drop cross wrist, push your shoulder on the opposite side. Right? Okay? So no matter where I get the cross wrist, I'm going to drive it flat, I'm going to get to the opposite side, I'm going to keep my shoulder in the back. Okay? If I can do that, you're my body. Okay? The second one is a little bit more difficult. Okay? If you go to the zoo camps, they teach it. Okay? It's called black hole points. Okay? Whether I chop or spiral, I'm going to get to this inside wrist. So if I chop and put his elbow down, I'm going to grab this inside wrist, and then I'm going to drive forward with my elbow on his tricep. Okay? So right here, if that's his tricep, I'm going to keep my elbow on him. Okay? And I still have his wrist. Okay? Inside shoulder is going to go to his back. There's flat. His back leg is going to strap. Okay? So it's knee in, foot out. Okay? So I have his wrist. I'm going to keep my elbow in his tricep, and I'm going to keep my shoulder in his back. So that's 1, 2. Number 3 is I'm going to put my hand above his knee. Okay? Number 4, I'm going to put my head right behind his tricep, and I'm going to push off his back foot. Alright? So I'm going to block all points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to put my head behind his tricep, number 4, and I'm going to push off the back foot. What you'll see is once I get him flat, I don't have to do a ton of work to keep him flat. He's got to figure out how to do a push-up from there. Okay? So if I can get him in the right position, put the right pressure on him, he's got to do a push-up. What happens if he's doing a push-up the whole match? He's getting tired, right? And I'm not doing any work. If you guys get to the position when we get there, I want the bottom guy to have to do a push-up. And if he can't do a push-up and you're doing no work on top, then you got it right. Okay? And then I can work the turns. So if I can get this guy flat with the cross wrist with walk-up points, I can essentially wear him out, and I can get to my turns whenever we get there. Okay? Alright, you want to see either one of them again? Or both? Alright, so the first one is just a chop to a cross wrist. Whether I go head lever or I go chop, I'm going to get his wrist across his body, cross wrist. Okay? I'm not going to stay on the side I chop. I'm going to jump sides and I'm going to drive forward. Okay, and shoulder in the back, I'm off my knees. There's a ton of pressure. He starts to do a push up here. Right? And if I'm off my knees with pressure, I don't have to do a lot of work. Okay? Another thing too, you guys gotta think about is if I'm off to the side on top, typically the rep is looking at that and going, I'm doing the work and he's doing nothing. So what happens? Softball, right? So he's getting worn out, he's got to do a push up, I'm not doing a ton of work, but I'm doing my work. Okay? So that's good for the rep, right? Alright, block all points. You can go spiral to it, or you can go chop to it. Once I put his elbow down, I'm going to go inside wrist, and then I'm going to drive forward with my elbow flare. Okay? Circle, circle, circle. 1. Okay? Shoulders in the back. Straddle 2. Okay? So knees getting pushed out. Anybody wants? Turn. Yeah, let's. Alright, so once I get flat with this wrist, that's 1, 2, knee and foot out. Got it? Okay. Hand is on the knee or on the mat? Trick question. I put it on this knee. You can still find it. I'm basically just trying to block this knee. So I'm here, right above, put my shoulder in the back. I'm going to put my head behind the tricep, and this back foot is just going to push up. Do push up. Okay? So if I do that right, that's what it should look like. That guy should try to do a push-up, and he's got no pose. If I'm doing it right. Okay? If you feel like your partner does do a push-up, usually it's with that hand where your head is at, and all I need to do is push forward with my head. Okay? So we're going to go chop, cross, wrist, get there, power position off to the side, and we're going to block all points. Okay, and then we'll start now. Ready? 1, 2. That's why we started backwards, so you know where you need to finish. Okay? So first move on top, before we go over breakdowns to that, I want to go backwards. Alright? So this guy jumps really fast. I want to make sure I stop his first move. So if I'm in referee's position, I'm going to go 2 guys. I'm going to put my knees right behind the gut. So I'm going to jump that way. Okay? So off the whistle, we're going to go thigh pry, and I'm going to cut my knees behind the butt and drive forward. So that's going to stop his first move. Okay? Once I get there, off the whistle, I go thigh pry, crowd, run forward, I'm putting him on his hands. See the weight on his hands? Okay? And I can jam my knee into his thigh if I need to, right? Okay? I'm going to go thigh pry knees. Okay? I'm going to go to chop first. So I'm going to go sideways, and I'm going to chop. Right? Not like this. Right? Okay? Why don't we chop like that? Because it doesn't work most of the time. Okay? So I'm gonna grab around his elbow crease, and I'm gonna pivot. As I jam my knee in his butt, I'm gonna shove him over. Okay, see the knee? Right? Now there we go. It's right there, right? There's my cross lift short sides, there's my block off points around. Right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So the first move on any of these breakdowns, we go spiral away singles. We're going to go back pry, we're going to put our knees in his butt, and we're going to jam him forward on his hands. If his weight's on his hands, most of the time he's not coming up to his feet. Right? If I don't put pressure forward, he can stand up. If I stay back here, he can stand up. Right? See that? No pressure. If I jam him forward on his hands, stand up. Stand up. Alright? Okay? So you're going to jam knees and jam forward as we go to every single one of them. Okay? So that was your chop. Let's do it again. Off the whistle. Thigh pry. Jam. Run forward. Knees on his hands. Alright? I'm going to go tight waist. I'm going to go chop. Pivot. Back knee is going to push him over. Cross right. Okay? Good? Okay? Alright? We'll go all 3 of them. Okay? I'm going to go spiral all the way single 2. Okay? So off the whistle, we'll go jam. Run. He's on his hands. I'm going to cup underneath the armpit and keep the thigh pry. And I'm going to circle. There's my spiral, and then I have my branch for 1. Block all points. Okay? You guys know spiral? Some of you don't. Alright. So off the whistle we go. Thigh pry, knees on the butt, jam, head down the center. Cup, circle until I get to his ribs. Okay? And then there's my block. Okay? Good? I say you can do 3 things? Yeah? Alright, 1 more. Alright, so now last breakdown. What is my last breakdown? I got a couple more, but basic. Waist angle. Yeah? Okay. So if I go jam, and he's on his hands, I can go tight waist, I can grab the ankle, I can run him sideways. There's my wrist. Okay? And then I just pull it across and I pull it up. Okay? So you see where we started backwards now? Okay? So if I jam and I go tight waist chop, I got cross wrist. If I go jam spiral, I got block on points. If I go jam waist ankle, got it? You want to see them all one more time real slow? Okay. All right. So off the whistle, we go jam, knees. Drive, just have your hand in the hands, right? Tight waist, drop, and okay? And cross wrist, and block punch together. And then as we finish, we're going to get them flat the whole time, okay? So jam, spiral. There's my wrist, lock off point. Okay? And then last one is tight waist ankle. Jam. Switch off to the side, tight waist, ankle, and I don't drive him forward. Okay? If he's strong here and he's holding on, we're not going to run this guy forward. He's just going to brace. So I'm going to run him to the side. Then I'm going to start. Okay? Good. And all three. So thigh prime, jam, for all three breakdowns, and I want you to either get to cross wrist or block off points to finish. Got it? Ready? 1, 2. Offense from there, right? So just think about it this way. This is why these guys, okay? So go flat. So if I get wrist number 1, I get straddle number 2, hand, head. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If I let my head up and he posts his hand, what do I have over here? I can jump sides and I can have because he just stepped up. So if I release a point, I have a turn. Okay? If I take pressure off of this and he comes out, I'm going to take that wrist across his body, underneath him, and then I'm going tilt. Right? If I let inside leg come up, I'm going to throw a short leg in, I'm going across body. Okay? If he opens up his hip over here, I have a tilt again. So essentially the reason why we do that is because I can let one of the points off with the pressure and I can turn them. Okay? Alright? So I'm going to work on that half and then we'll work on a tilt from a cross wrist. Okay? Because you're going to be in that position most of the time. Okay? So we block all points. Once I break them down, and you guys are going to do all the breakdowns still. Just because I'm not doing it doesn't mean you have to do all of it. Okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, press. And I'm going to go to a half. Okay? So I'm going to take my head up. What's he going to do usually? Yeah, here he comes, right? There's my half up on my zip. I'm going to jump sides, okay? As I did this half, most of the time, you're just going to run a half on somebody. Okay, unless you should have pinned him already. Okay? What's he going to do? He's going to try to square up, and he's going to try to make him come to his knees, okay? So from here, I'm going to tuck his head. I'm going to keep the wrist. Most of the time with his wrist, I grab the back of his palm. Show you why later. And I'm going to jam my knee underneath his body, and I'm going to rip him across and get his shoulder down over my other knee. Okay? Now I'm going to freeze. Okay, so once I have his shoulder down and he's kind of level with the ground here, straight up and down, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to take my knuckles to his chest with my head. And then I'm just going to put my forehead down. Can you take the body? Alright, so straddle 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Once I take my head off and he posts, I'm going to jump sides, I'm going to dig my hat underneath his neck. Okay? I have his wrist. Once he comes up, I'm going to tuck his head. Right? If you need to run, that's fine. Okay? I'm going to jam my knee under, rip across. And there's his shoulder on the ground. Alright? We're not going to rush it though. I'm in control now, so I'm going to slow down. Okay? If I start going like this, and I didn't get my knuckles to his chest, and he sits up into me. Okay? Once you put his shoulder down and you have his back up and down from the ground, vertical from the ground, I'm going to make sure that I dig my knuckles into his chest before I do my hat. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, my hat. Okay? Jump sides. Start driving and tuck his head. I'm going to jam this inside knee in, rip across from my opposite knee, put his shoulder down. Now I'm going to slow down, go chest to chest, take my hand all the way to his chest with my knuckles, and squeeze and put my forehead down. Okay? You guys good there? You're not good there? No? One more? Alright, we'll talk about that first thing. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop my head, you post and jump sides. Okay? He starts coming up, I'm going to tuck his head, jam my knee in, rip across his body, put the shoulder down. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay, right when I get here, I'm going to take my knuckles all the way to his chest. Okay, see how that soaks my chest back? If I go like this, and I stay here and I drive, he sits up, I'm in trouble. It's not even tight on his neck anyway. Once I put his shoulder down, take your hand to his knuckles to his chest, put your forehead down and squeeze. Good? Alright, ready, 1, 2. And now the shoulder's locked up. Okay? So when you do a half or a wing and you have the other wrist, it's much better to hold the back of the palm. Right? Because it almost locks out of your shoulder. Go ahead and straighten your arm. Okay? Alright, so the reason I do that is when I'm getting my half now, if I hold this the right way, he can't roll his hand out and I have my half. So now if I can't make my half the right way, I'm going to jump sides and I'm going to jam my knees underneath his elbow. And I'm just going to walk his elbow over his head. Okay? Somebody else come over here so we don't hurt. Oh. Alright, hang on. Alright, so no matter what side you guys think you have, your upper hand is going to be back of the head. Okay? So that I can be dangerous from either side. Does that make sense? If I just have the wrist and he goes out, I'm going to be dangerous on side 2. Okay? I want to be dangerous on both sides. Okay? So if I hold his wrist the right way, the back of his palm and I take my half, now I'm dangerous on both sides. So if I can't get this half and I rip across, I can jump sides. Right? And then I'm going to walk shoulder to the ear. Okay? Alright? So when we run a wing, and even this is the same thing as a wing kind of, the shoulder goes to the ear. Okay? You guys want to see a normal wing? Does everybody know a wing, chicken wing? No? So if I was going to jam a chicken wing, I wouldn't try to run around his head like this. I would try to take his shoulder to his ear and run across his head. Alright, so if I tuck him, I would try to take the shoulder to his ear. Ear. Okay? Because then this guy can't sit up. Got it? Okay. So now when I'm digging the half and I grab the back of the palm, it's the same thing. If he sits up and I can't half him, and I have the palm, I'm going to jump sides. Okay? So back of the palm, half, and I'm going to keep that wrist tight. Now as I try to rip and grab my half and I can't do it, because he's fighting and maybe turning that way, I'm going to put his head down, I'm going to jump sides, and I'm going to get my knees underneath his elbow. All that right there is blocked out. He can feel it, doesn't feel good. Okay? I'm just going to walk nice and slow around his head, shoulder to the ear. Okay? Alright, so get good at ripping across with the half. If you hold the wrist the right way, I can jump sides and be dangerous sometimes. Good? Okay, let's work on it. Ready, 1, 2. So if I do this fast, really the lower body should come up and his head should come down. Okay? You can't slam on it. You should land either on his shoulder or his hands. Okay? Alright? So when I pick him up, I'm trying to set his head down. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Now where am I going? Where am I going? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or across wrist if he's up, right? Okay? So grab the elbow, bring him down. You're not going to want to pull the guy on top of you. Right? Pull the guy on top of you, he's got good hips, he's got to finish your reversal. Okay? I'll put you under that. Okay? So we're going to go big lift, my inside shoulder is on his back, and step off the top of the hip, put his head down. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Good there? Yeah. Okay. You're going to work on that. I'll show you one more so we can move on to bottom in just a second, okay? When you get the guys, sometimes bring that guy up a little harder, right? Okay? So I'm going to get to the same place with my hand, right? Right here. And all I'm going to do is leave that tight base, and I'm going to take my knees down to his ankle. Then I'm going to post and shove. Okay? And I have this pinch hard enough where if I throw him away, I have this tight. Right? So after I throw him away, I'm going to climb. 1, 2, 3, 4. This right here, this can get you in trouble. This will get you in trouble if they got good balance, right? If I go like this and this, he's on top. Okay. I got my lift and return. If I can't pick him up, it's not happening, I'll go back to my tight waist and take my knees down, all my pressure down, and I'm going to pinch this tight. Okay? And I'm going to close my hand, I'm going to shove it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You watch Penn State guys, and even keeping on 12, they ride with that ankle with the knees. That's where they're at. Okay? Good there? Okay, ready, 1, 2. Feel that? Right, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Okay? Like if I didn't pinch, I shouldn't be falling down to my ankle because I'm not gonna fall like this and be really loose. He's gonna get away from me, right? The other thing too is I'm not staying here. Some of you guys are getting that body lock to go lift and return, and then we're staying like this when we drop. Where did my hands go?
Once on the ground.
Yeah. So if I drop down that hitch hard and I grab the back of this hip, I'm gonna shove him up right. And then this is great. Let's do that. Okay? If I don't do the pinch right, the rest of the move's not gonna work. Okay? And also can't see at his hips. Okay? Once I get in here, grab that little bone you feel in his hip. Drop. Okay? Right, ready, 1, 2. I'm in, and I can circle back. Okay? Most of the time they're going to be tight and spiral the whole time. Okay? If they get loose on you and they don't have that inside thigh really tight, you can go hard and then turn into them really easy. For big guys, that's probably where you guys want to go. You bigger guys, we'll work on that for you guys. Okay? Alright? So, gotta go spiral. I'm gonna brace. Go. Yep, I'm gonna brace. I'm gonna quad. Okay? Alright, so as you start up and you try to drop the scale, I'm going to stay in this position. Once he gets off away from me a little bit and still driving, I'm going to go knee dip with my inside knee. So I'm going to take this knee over here. Okay? It's going to knee dip and I'm going to kind of sit on my legs and I'm going to bounce up. Okay? So I'm going to pivot, put my back towards him, and I'm going to bounce back up to my feet. If I can. Okay. Alright? You can go spiral and quad. Okay? Squat down here. Inside knee is going to bounce here. I'm going to put my back to his chest. Boom. Back to his chest. My head down. Okay? Most of the time with that motion, he's going to start running forward. So where should I go? Up to my feet, right? And I'm going to put a hand in the pocket and chop. Okay? Cool. Alright, so brace, quad pop. Inside knee is going to bounce, and I'm going to keep turning this way. Okay, I'm not going to bounce and then come up this way. Why not? It already looks awkward, doesn't it? What if he drives forward? Okay? Alright, so once the motion starts, you got to keep going that way. Okay? So brace, knee dip, back to chest. Head up, stand it up, put in a hand in the pocket right away. Okay? We're going to work on not letting him get his hands locked. But once I get up, I should make sure I don't let him get his hands locked. So, hands in the back pocket. Okay? I'm going to chop it and turn it towards the side. Okay? Alright, one more time. You go spiral. Okay? I'm going to knee dip. You turn it over, you turn it. See how I lock in? Okay? I keep it here, that's hands locked. Okay? This, I'm in trouble. He knows how to lift and return, which we just went through. We're in trouble. Okay? Alright, so once I get up, before he gets his hands locked, I'm going to do a back lock. Okay? So I get up, back lock. Okay? You see that? I'm going to chop there. Got it? Okay, ready, 1, 2. My back pocket right away and I stop this lock. Good. Step 2 is I'm not turning that way. Right? The whole movement, if I need him to my left knee and I kept going right. Everything is right. Okay? So if I go back pocket like this and turn like this, tight waist gets tighter and he can put his hand back. Okay? So if I need him to my right, keep going to your right. So back pocket, I'm still going to my right the whole time. There's my chop. And I'm back to rest. Got it? So right when you come up, it's got to be back pocket. If he locks his hands, you're going to have to fight him. Right? Okay, so get into your back pocket and keep turning to your right. Ready? 1, 2. Alright, so partner, you're going to chop slowly. Go ahead. Alright, I'm gonna straighten my arm out and I'm gonna try to put my shoulder next to my ear. I'm gonna sit back into my butt. Alright, so watch this in. Alright, so once I put my ear to my shoulder and I straighten my arm out, I'm gonna sit back a little bit. Okay, so he stops the chop. Once I stop his chop, I'm gonna knee walk away a little bit and I'm gonna go back to the position I was in after my knee dip. Okay, so I'm gonna go knee walk away and get a little bit of space and I'm gonna pivot. Okay, so I took all the pressure off this chop. I stopped the motion so I don't buckle my elbow. Okay, I'm gonna knee walk and get a little bit of space and I'm gonna pivot back into my knee dip position. Right? I'm not gonna be able to bounce here because I wasn't up in a quad pod. So I need to be ready to go. Either he's gonna shove me back a little bit or he's gonna push me forward. So watch my hand. Right? So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to my shoulder. I shoot my arm. Sit back to the side. Right? So all my weight's back here. Right? I'm gonna get a little bit of space and I'm gonna pivot. Now watch the pivot. My feet are not gonna leave the ground. Okay? Alright? And then head and chest up. Okay? On this side, it's gonna be my post hand. This side, I'm gonna keep my hand next to my body. If I feel like he's pulling hard enough with this hand, I'll hand right back and out there. I'm gonna come back to his wrist, use my elbow, and I'm gonna tuck it back out and just grab my knee. Okay? I'll talk to you about this arm in a second. But this hand has to be on the mat. If you pull me backside, I'm just gonna come back into it. Come back into it. Okay, shove me forward. It's my post to push. Right, check forward. Alright, check. Okay? Good there? Okay. Chop again. Sit slightly into my butt. Don't let this elbow go here. Okay? So my job is not to let that elbow go down. I'm going to take my ear to my shoulder, straighten it, butt back, knee walk away, pivot. Boom. Okay? Right, if I feel like he's holding on tight with this, I'll shove that out and bring my elbow back in, cover my knee, other hand will be on his wrist or on the mat. If the cold hand pushes me back to my post hand. So I'll just move like this. Right? And once he pushes me forward where I can lunge up, I'm coming up with him. So if he starts shoving forward, I just come up with him. If I hit my head like that. Okay? Good there? See it one more time?
One more time, coach.
Alright, so chop is stiff arm, so I'm going to straighten it, and I'm going to put my ear next to my shoulder, and I'm going to sit back side. Knee walk away, 1, 2, pivot. Here and here, right? This one's in there, it's not tight. If he starts thigh prying, I'm getting my elbow back. Okay? Right? And then I'm back in. There's my post hand, okay? He's going to have to shove me forward eventually. If you stay here and he keeps pulling you back and you stay in a good position, he's going to have to shove me forward. Okay, go ahead, shove me. Up. Hands, right? We're going to work on this hand in a second. We'll talk about it in a second, okay? But I'm not going to let this go like this. Right? So if my hand was already there, that hand should never come back in, right? So I don't go like this, because there's space here. Keep my hand next to my body, right? And then there's my fingers, and my hand. Okay, good? Okay, ready? 1, 2. All the way out, this, so some of you guys are knee dip and then slide your foot out like you're trying to sit out. You're giving the hips back to me, right? So if they're good at cleaning, there's my legs, there's my power halves, right? I don't want to be here, right? It may work sometimes. Like if you see your hips out and try to do like a hip heist, that's fine. It may work sometimes. Just know the guys that are cleaning, their legs are coming back in, crab rides are coming back in, like that's coming. Right? That's where I want you to be. You got to the right position where I have to really fight to put you back down, but he's got his knee tucked. Go to your knee slide position. This is much harder to try to get you back down. I have to really work to get you back down right here. If you sit to your butt, you just gave everything back to the sit. Right? That's where I have to get you flat anyway. So it may work. I'm not saying it won't, because you can hip my side of there fast and great, right? But if you give the hips back to me, you just lose all that movement. Good? So remember, it's here. Right? Never sat out. Never getting this hip back. Okay? So the way. So when you need it, it's here. If I get knee slide, it's here. right? All that stuff looks the same, right? Okay. All right, what's the last breakdown? 3. All right, waist angle. Okay. All right, the biggest thing in the waist angle is you got to put the pressure back, and I'm not going to pick my foot up. Okay, if I pick my foot up, it goes waist angle, and I pick my foot up, it's getting run forward. Okay. So it's going to look the same, just like we did last time. I'm going to plant it, and then I'm going to pivot over it and plant my foot. Okay? Now, back foot, remember this back foot has to move. So pivot back in so I can sit on it, and then I'm going to get enough pressure away from this foot that his hand comes off my ankle. Right? So if I keep it tight, you can still hold on. But if I go like this, here's the hand off, right? And I didn't need to use my hands for anything, right? Just brace myself and pivot. Okay? So now here, what's going to happen most of the time? He's still driving forward like this. He's probably going to drive forward, right? There's my hand. Right? Okay? So you see how all three of them kind of look the same? All the same thing. Okay? So place myself, I'm going to plant and put my heel down. Right? Hand him up. His back foot has to pivot towards him so I can sit underneath it. There's my lunge position. He's going to drive forward. Probably going to keep going to that side. Back pocket, shrug. Okay? Everything was to the right. If he's on the other side, everything will be to the left. Good? So all looks the same, right? Okay? If you can handle it, you want to see one more time? One more time. Alright, brace, pivot back, when he comes up, I put my heel down, push, back pressure, hands coming off. Right? Okay, and I can start fighting where there's my hand on my knee, there's my fingers. Now this guy can be stopped. Okay?
So what if this guy
You mean I pick my foot up?
Yeah, how you sit his foot up? What if he just keep his hand down and then just?
If his hands are long, he might be able to.
Yeah. See how it slides up? What if he just keeps it right there?
Well, just try to keep your hand on. Try to keep your hand on. Try to keep your hand on. Right? That shin, there's nothing there. Right? So even if he's got long hands, he's keeping it there. Even if he's here, like there's nothing there. Because the angle of my foot should, if you drive me forward and keep driving for it, guess where I'm going? Go, drive. Right? So it's just getting the foot where it's not like this. Because if he's here, I might use up my toe, I'm going to get jerked forward because I can't stand up. But if I pivot it and shove back, I should be able to stand up anytime somebody runs me forward. Right? Good question, though. Good? Yeah, ready? 1, 2. And, right? See that? I'm basically grabbing the top of my knee and I put my elbow back to basically it falls along my hip crease. Okay? And the reason why is because most people will go like this. These guys with long arms, or they're just going to make cross wrist and just gave me this pocket right here. I don't know that pocket. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to come up like this. These guys' hands not going to come up because I didn't cover this pocket. Okay? So once I pivot like this, I cover. Most likely, there's no hand there. If it is, I'm just going to go really quick with a push, elbow, top. Okay? Alright? And then when I come up, I look like this. Okay? If I don't have a hand. If I already have a hand in the back pocket, I can open up and I can go up. Right? And I'm going to stay here like this. So I'm going to cover that and I'm going to start getting this other hand. Once I get this other hand, that shouldn't be locked, and put it in my back pocket, I can stand and I can cut. Okay? Alright, so watch it in motion. Now he's got this side covered already, right? So when I go and open up and I go like this and I go here, I'm just going to go boom, elbow. Before I come up. Okay? Now look when you drive me forward, watch. You got the bike. Okay. See that? So what happened? He's trying to dig his hand in right now. I can feel it. It's not coming in. Right? And then I'm still in a good stance where I can go back pocket and then I'm cut. Okay? So now watch it. Alright. Okay, we'll work on that. Okay, so after I pivot, knee, hand by the elbow, cover, okay, got it. Now watch I put it at my head. Right? So I know this feels comfortable. That's not where we want to be if we're going to keep the pocket lock all the way up to my feet and make it easy on you. Okay? It's your knee. Right there. Okay? And when you start cycling, I just jam my elbow back tighter. If you have short arms like me, I'm going to be like this. Right? If you got long arms, you can cover your knees just fine. Put your elbows on your head. Okay, this is where I want to be. If I need to hand bite the hands out, I just push elbow, push elbow, push elbow, push elbow, push elbow. Okay? Alright, so your question on any guiding forward? Alright, you're saying when I get to my feet, see I'm running front, but okay, drive me forward. Drive me forward. Okay. Alright? Good there? Okay. After you get used to that, we'll work on letting me out the hands lock and how I stay up, right? We'll fight the hands and we'll stay up. But we don't want to get there to be here. Got it? Let's do it again. Okay, you pick one of the three. You just did. You blow. Okay? You go sideways angle. And over it. No, here. See how sideways angle? He doesn't have his hand on the sideways angle? I'm good. Right? So now I'm going to go head and chest up. Okay, got it. Kept that pocket locked. Got his fingers to the back pocket, and I just turn. Okay. Good? Alright, ready, 1, 2. This is where we not want to be right now, right? I would already block those pockets. So, first thing I want to understand is that how many seconds about is the ref not call stalling if this guy doesn't bring you down? 5 seconds. Okay? So just think about that because the strategy plays into every match, right? So if I can stay on my feet for at least 6 to 10 seconds, I'm going to get a stall. If he continues to do it, it's stall 1, stall 2. Right? So I can score points here, but I can also put him in a place where at the end of the mat, if it's close, and I can run him out of bounds or I take a shot out of bounds, I'm going to get a stall all 1 in the mat. Right? So just think about it here now. My goal now is to stay on my feet. I got it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend over a little bit, and a good stance, I'm going to take my hands to his knees. Okay, and I'm just going to walk his feet. So I have to step next to step to one side, step in front. Step to one side, step in front. Okay, how many seconds is that? About 5, 6 seconds, right? So I should be getting a stall call right now, right? Okay? If I don't let him step in front of me and pick me up, it's a good thing, right? I just got to count my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he does this, I'm just going to step over his foot. Okay? If he drops down to my knee like we talked about, or his knees like we talked about, I'm going to, before he pinches, I'm out of it, right? Good. Stand back up, stand back up. Before he starts pinching, I'm going to step my foot up. Okay? I don't want that. If I know he's good at that, I'm stepping back. I'm just going to step over the foot. Okay? So I'm leaning over and good step. I'm going to walk with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many stop off that game? 2. Hopefully 2. That rep better be longer. Okay? Alright? So my job is to lean over to good stance, put my hands above his knees in a V block position, just step over the feet as he moves. Got it? Yeah. Okay? After 5 to 10 seconds, what's he going to do? He'll let go, he's going to drop down to your feet. Okay, there's 2 places he's going to go. He's either going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's going to go like this. Right, that's fine, I got my 1 and I got softball. Right? Okay, what else is he going to do? Okay, alright, so let's think about that one real quick. What's he have to do with this to get to my ankles? Absolutely. Okay? So now when he starts letting go, I'll grab his hands. Okay? See that? I'm blocking his knees, he starts letting go. Catch him, and then I'm just going to put me on my back. I'm going to put my butt in his face. Okay, go ahead. Try to grab my legs. Okay? If I stand up while I'm doing this, you're in trouble. Alright, grab my feet. Right? Because he's going to drop down, he's going to put shoulder underneath my butt, I'm in trouble. He's going to run forward. Okay? So the reason why I lean over, that's right here. Okay? He can't grab my feet, and if he does and he drops all the way down, it's going to fall on his back. Oh, man, nice. Okay? Alright? That's good there? Okay. So blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my head. He's either going to cut me, I got my run in his stop. Or, when he lets go, as he lets go, I can grab those hands, put them behind my back, and just put my butt in his face. Okay? The idea there then is either I stay there for another 5, maybe get another stall call, or when I feel comfortable, I'm getting it ready to turn. Okay? Good? But it's all, the whole thing was like this. Right? It wasn't, none of that was like this. Okay, so once I stand up, I have my pockets locked, you wouldn't have his hands locked anyway. Let's say I didn't get there. I'm just going to get back out, there's my knees, there's my knees, there's my knees, there's my knees, there's my hands. Good. Okay? You guys got it? Okay, ready, 1, 2? Your chair, hands high. Guess what's going to happen if you touch that? You're going to sit into that chair. Okay? Right? If you guys know how to do RDLs in the weight room? Yeah. Right? There's my knees. I'm going to block knees. I'm not trying to sit into a chair. I don't want that. If he pulls me back, I should be in a position where I'm leaning forward. We did the gut wrench run for a reason earlier. Remember where you had to be when you jumped on your back? You had to be leaning forward in an RDL. Because if you were like this, you were getting pulled backwards. If you were like this, you were getting pulled backwards. So that gut wrench run is for grip and for my balance right here. Right? As he jumps on my back and holds on to me and pulls me back, I should be able to just walk. Right? But if I sit down or I lean way back, he's going to pull me back. I got it? Okay. Think about a couple things. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I want to do some neutral with you. If my hand was here and he tried to reach over and lock his hands, I'm going to bicep curl and pinch it. Okay? If he tries to reach back in, I'm going to put my hand back down. So take that up. Chop him back down. Tries to lock his hands again. I pinch, come up. Relax. Or I have to hurt you. Alright? Bicep curl to my ear. Right? Now where am I going if I have this pinch? So think about my position here. If you got long arms and you try to reach over the top. Okay. Right? And then I'm just going to hand bite on this side. So I pinch, I reach back down. Chop. Pinch. Chop, pinch, chop, pinch. Okay? Alright? So you can hand back from there if the guys are long. The other place on your behind you, sometimes they'll reach inside and they'll go claw and try to pick you up. They'll step out in front and try to pick you up. Okay? Like this. Yep. Okay. So watch my feet. And I'm in this position where he got his hands locked. When he starts reaching inside, I'm going to pinch my knees together. See that little movement? Now where's his hand at? Yeah, perfect time. It is in the back pocket, that's right. Perfect time to go back pocket and reach it across. Okay? So if I'm in the right position, I should be pulled back. But if I'm leaning forward and my feet are kind of close and he starts reaching between my legs, I'm just going to pinch my knees. Okay? There's my back pocket for my hand. Okay? So those two tricks with chop, 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 and then pinch your knees. Save you some time and get to your feet. Guys got that? Good there? Alright, let's work on our feet. What's our first line of defense? If you got shoes on me, what's my first line of defense?
We worked on it yesterday.
What body part?
Hips.
My hips? No, that's your last one. First line of defense. Hands are second. What's my first? Yeah, there you go. Alright, so if I put my hands on his shoulders and his head's lower than me, who's going to win? He is going to win. Right? So my hands aren't going to do much there. If my hands were here, probably stop him a little bit, but if he runs his feet, I'm still in trouble. If my face is in there, go ahead, shoot. First line of defense is your head. Okay? So you guys are going to go out, and this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to, he's going to line up in the line. I'm just going to make sure my head's lower than this. Right? I'm going to put it in there, in his forehead, or if I hand fight, I'm going to go to his neck. Okay, now anytime you start shooting, I'm just going to rattle the head. Right? If my head was up, my hands are not stronger than his body. Okay? Some people are good at getting their feet back with their hands in there, that's how they wrestle. Trust me, if you can get your head in the right place, it's going to save you a lot of trouble trying to get that guy into your legs, right? So even if he takes a shot like that from here, who's going to win? Most likely. Probably him, right? So did my hands do much? I might have stopped his movement a little bit, but if I didn't get my legs back right, he's still running through a shot. Right? Compared to, I can put my hands behind my back. Go. Right? So did my hands do anything at all? Not really. Okay? So go out a little bit, and I want you to put your forehead a little bit lower than his, or in his neck. And I just want the guy to take shots left and right. So it'll look like this. So if he puts his head in my neck, I'm going to shoot my crotch, he's going to get away. I'm going to switch sides. Shoot my crotch, he's going to get away. Okay? And you just make sure you sprawl away. Okay? So watch. He shoots on me, I'm going to get my head down. I'm going to go over here. He's going to sprawl. Okay? So if you get that high crotch, where do my feet go? Away from the shot, right? So watch again. There's my head. He's going to shoot across here. I'm going to circle my feet this way. Go. Okay, now we switch sides. There's my head. He's going to shoot across. I'm going to circle outside. Got it? That's what you're just going to do, back and forth. Okay? You can grab elbows, inside thighs, put your head in his neck with your forehead. Circle away from the shot. You can't really shoot a double. Unless you need space. Okay, so think about that, finger stance. If I'm here, he can shoot a double. Right? Shoot a double. Okay? It's a little bit of space that lets him shoot a double. If I don't give him space, he can't shoot a double. Okay? If he did shoot a double, I'd still back. It would look like this. From outside. He's got a little bit of space. Okay? My head got in there and I pushed myself back. And we're going to work on that to shots here in a second. Good question. Anything else before we drill? Good? Alright, so just get your head in there and you're circling the feet away. Right? The whole movement should look like this. That's it. Okay? Good? Ready? 1, 2.
They just started
So, I'm trying to get in tight. I'm going to grab inside ties on his elbows wherever I need to go, right? And I'm going to put my head in his neck, and as he shoots, I'm going to lay him and move my feet. Right? That's it. Okay? Now, the question is, do you move one foot up in the air or both feet? What do you guys think? What's safer? Here, both feet. Why is 2 feet moving safer? Yeah, misdirection or reshot, absolutely. So think about this, guys that have been at reshot, Jordan Burroughs, Luke Lowell, we plant 1 foot, we are done, right? So watch this. If I go like this and leave this one planted, I just put this one up, and he circles out here and goes to his knees, boom. Right? So I'm not saying 1 foot is bad, but 2 feet moving just saves yourself time, right? So it should just look like this. Right? This is fine. Like if that guy does a reshot, that's fine. Because you're trying to win state though, right? Or nationals or world, that guy's gonna reshot. Right? So just get used to it. Doesn't matter who you're wrestling, just move both feet. Because if you took the right angle with your feet, I should have a reshot or short offense to support, right? So if he shoots, it goes all the way to his hands and knees. Let's go. Right? Would that have happened if I put 1 foot up and stayed there? No. Absolutely not. Okay? You guys got that? Okay, so 2 feet, cover the space. For distance, right? Because you're not always going to get it in tight. Some people wrestle like this the same way and wrestle like that, right? Yep. Okay. You just got to be fast and your hands and your head got to go down. You got to get used to it. Sometimes you're going to get headbutt the first couple times you do this. Okay? So big wrestle from outside and I'm staying out here as he fakes. Hands go down. Right? And I'm typically going to circle outside of his lead foot. Okay? So now we did the high crotch. I circled away from his lead foot. So if he fakes with his right, he fakes with his left. Right? And my head got down and my hands got down. Okay? Most people, when you're first starting, your reaction is to go like this. Make it happen. Right? It's like someone shoots a gun, you go like this and get scared, like your hands come up. If he takes a shot, I'm not putting my hands up. You guys got to get used to it. When you flinch, it'll be like this. Right? Anytime you flinch, it'll go right there. Right? Wait. Yep. Good. So that's what we're going to do. Guy's going to take fake shots. He's not going to shoot all the way in, so you don't get headbutted this time. Head's down, hands are down, circle away from his lead foot. Okay? If you watched 133 NCAA title last year, how did he score every time? 3 shots. Right? You beat RBY because you reshot better than him. Right? Okay? You beat him. Yep. So first shot was a fake from RBY. Right here, you went like this, and Vito went here, and there's 5. Right? That's how you won the match. That started the whole match. Okay? So get a little bit of space. This guy's gonna fake. I'm gonna put my hands and head down the bow, circle away from the lead points. Got it? Okay, ready? 1, 2. Good. Everybody got that. Look like you guys are doing good with that. If he takes a full shot, for the most part, not nice. If he takes a full shot, I'm still gonna get my head in there, but this time I'm gonna knee sprawl to a corner. Okay, it's gonna look a little bit different. I'm trying to get over there for a reason. Okay? Alright? So if he takes a full shot, I put my head down and I'm gonna push myself up. Push myself away to the knee sprawl. This is where I'm gonna be. Okay, stay. Alright, so you guys see where I'm at? Who's gonna win this fight if I run into him? You. Yeah. If I knee sprawl in front of him and I just go back, it's great for defense, but you're not gonna be able to reshot most of the time. So what I'm trying to do is once I put my head in there and I kind of circle away to a knee sprawl because he took a full shot, trying to get an angle over here. Okay? Lots of times it won't be this exaggerated. It might be like me just right next to his body. Okay? Jordan Burroughs is the best at this. Okay? If you watched Zahid Valencia and Jordan at Final X a couple years ago, the last 2 takedowns, Zahid took a shot, stayed on his knees, and Jordan got to his corner and planted his face right in his chest and ran him over. Right? But Zahid took both the shots. Okay? Alright? So if I can knee sprawl to the right corner, this guy's dead. Right? I can run through him right now. I'm gonna grab his ankle, and then I'm gonna maybe put my head back in there, and I'm gonna run through him. There's 2. Okay? Alright, so when I knee sprawl, I'm going to get to an angle where I'm perpendicular to him. Everybody know your angles? This is what? Parallel. This is perpendicular, right? So I'm going to push myself to my knees, and I'm going to plant my feet. Okay? I need to plant these feet for a reason. Why? Yeah, I gotta push, right? If I was doing bottom, it would look like this because I'm trying to stand up to the lug, right? But I'm not going to be here in a knee sprawl. I'm going to be here. Okay? And when I get ready to shoot, it's like a track runner. You guys have blocks? Anybody run track? A couple of you know how you put blocks? I'm gonna basically put my left foot up and I'm gonna step forward and run at it. Right? Okay? If you're quick off your knees like Jordan is, you probably shoot like this, but most of the time it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna take a runner up, and then I'm gonna step and push as I run into it. Okay? Alright, we'll see it again really quick. Alright, so as you take the shot, bow myself off the side. Right? Okay? Alright, you get really good at this in the transition from your knee sprawl to the push off. You should be able to get to their ankles back there and run them over to their side. Okay? So that's what we're going to work on. I want you to knee sprawl to a corner where you're perpendicular. I want you to reach for an ankle. Far one if you can, near one if not. And I'm going to plant my face right in the side and run them over. Okay? And I've got to finish to a double. I've got to collect both legs. Okay? Whether it's outside or inside, I'm going to collect both legs and finish my takedown. Okay? Alright, so round up, 2, ankle. Right? There's my head. Okay? Good? One more time. Okay? Go slow. When you get fast at it, you can blow through your shot right away after this problem. Nice and slow. Grab that ankle, put your face where it needs to be, figure out where your left legs. Finish your shot. Okay? I'm telling you, if this guy in high school, this guy takes 4 shots and you just knee sprawl and you took him down every time, he's going to stop shooting. Okay? Because he's not going to want to shoot anymore. If they're smart, hey, this guy's good at reshots, I'm probably not going to shoot him. And you can start shooting. You can start scoring. Okay? Guys got it? Okay, ready? 1, 2. Starts coming up, I'm going to run her, and then I'm going to start exploding through him like I'm trying to tackle. Short chop and step over, run, there's my go. Right? You're trying to run him over. It may not look like that, you may not get your feet every time because you ran him over on his knees, but you're going to short chop and step into him and start running. You guys got it? Okay? Alright. On the ankle now, this is what it's gonna look like. Okay? If you go shot, I'm going to push to the corner, and I can let him go, and I'm going to grab his ankle. Okay? He's not going to react the same way every time. You're going to wrestle different hits. Sometimes he might try to kick away and I have to grab his ankle, right? It might look like, right? It might have to shot. Okay? Alright? So the reason why I'm grabbing his ankle is because if he squares up into me, my head goes in his chest and the belt. If he kicks away, I grab his laces and I have to shot. Right? If he stays on his knees, I'm pointing my head right to the side and letting him over. Okay, so there's three places it's usually going to look, right? I go here and I knee slope in the right place like this, and they look like this. Right? Okay, or he's going to start kicking away that way as I grab his ankle, I'm going to come up, then I have to punch it. Okay? We'll go shelf in the back. Okay? Or he's going to square up and he's going to stand into me, which I need to come up to a double, okay? So if I went like this and he stood up and came towards me, easy. Okay? Alright? So I'm grabbing his heel for a reason. If I just knee sprawl and I try to explode into him without grabbing, there's going to be some times that we're going to miss it, right? Okay, so if I knee sprawl, and I'm right here, and I don't grab the heel, and I start running into him, I might miss it and runs away. Right? So we're knee sprawling to his heel. Okay? Knee sprawl, knee sprawl, knee sprawl, right? Depending on where he goes, that's where I'm gonna figure out where I need to go too. Yeah? Run. I'll pick it up. Okay? Good there? Okay, let's work one more time with knee sprawl to a corner, get the heel. You can figure out where you need to finish from there. Got it? Set, go. Okay, then all knee. Give me a big circle. Back down. Knee, big circle. Good. Knee, big circle. Back down. Knee, other way, circle. Okay. I'm going to move into the line. Alright, back to table and face this way. Launch it between 2 big lines. Face out.
Stand in the middle on one of the strips.
Okay. Face this way. Find your big line.
Face that wall.
Alright.
Stand in the middle.
I just want you to run, touch the table line. Run, touch the table line. Run. Okay, go. Oh, everyone. Stay down, like that.
Staying low, staying low. You gotta be close to the mat.
Turn your feet back.
Quick.
Take it out. You can get that in direction like this, you should be able to run the corners easier. You just did that for 10 seconds, you got tired, you got some work to do. Okay? You should be able to run side to side and move those feet for a whole 6 minutes, right? So you gotta work on that, right? So kick out, go again. So quick, steady, 15 seconds, go. Here we go. Go. good, very deep. And when I say strong, you're gonna peek that up, and then just pull up your top. Okay? It's not way down, look to the top, just pull deep way. Now both heads down, fire to the top. Okay? All the way up to the feet, and you got 7 feet. Okay, fire, I'm just coming. Walk top, again. Go! Again.
Ball first.